What's up guys, it's JQ, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what to do when your ex-girlfriend reaches out to you. So stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to reveal the exact steps that you need to know to get her back if that's what you want to do. But before we get to that, there's a few things that you need to consider before you respond. So I was talking to a client the other day who had been together with his girlfriend for 5 years, and he was really serious about this girl. He felt a really great connection with her. He said that she was one of the people that he felt like he could just talk about anything with, and he felt really close to her. They were even planning to get married, had set a wedding date and everything. But shortly before the wedding, she suddenly left the relationship. Not only did she leave, but she moved her belongings out suddenly while he was at work without even telling him. And she never really even gave him an explanation as to why she was leaving the relationship. So as you might imagine, this left him feeling really confused and heartbroken, and that feeling stuck with him for years. And it's been about 5 years since that happened. And of course, he's moved on and he's had other relationships, but recently she reached out to him. And she said she had been thinking about him, that in the time that she had been away, she hadn't really felt anything that had come close to the type of connection that they shared. And she was reaching out to see if he'd like to meet. So if you're in this situation, I want you to watch the rest of this video and pause for a second before you get back to her. Watch it multiple times if you need to. There's a couple of really important things that you need to understand about female nature, which dictate why women get into relationships, stay in relationships, and leave relationships. Number one, you get little to no credit for past performance. What this means is that it doesn't matter how great of a guy you've been in the past or how much you've done for her historically. How women judge the quality of a relationship is based on how they feel today. So if she is not feeling good about the relationship now, then it's not going to matter how great you've been historically, and you need to be aware of that. Number two is that a woman will only leave a relationship if she has lost respect for you. So if she is leaving the relationship, it means she doesn't respect you anymore. I know this is a bit harsh, but it's so important that you understand this. The reason that women lose respect for a man is they stop being attracted to you. You've done some things or you haven't done some things that have caused her to stop feeling attracted, and that's why her respect has been lost as well. And one of the main reasons that women lose attraction to you is when you stop being a leader. And finally, you need to understand that in a huge percentage of the time, she has already identified someone else who could take your place, and she thinks that she can do better. I want you to really let this information sink in. Rewind this section if you need to, because it's so important. Women leave because they lost respect, which means they lost attraction, which means you haven't been leading them, which means they think they can do better, and most of the time they've identified someone else to take your place. How does that feel in your body? If it feels shitty, it should feel shitty. You're not alone. That sucks. Think about the men that you respect most. Hopefully someone from your life, or even a fictitious character like James Bond or something like that. Think about someone who you really respect. Can you imagine that guy going back to a woman who left him because she didn't respect him anymore, had somebody else lined up, and stopped being attracted to him? I don't think so, right? You'd say, wow, I had so much respect for him. I can't believe he would do that. So I want you to really think about that and let that sink in. Are you going to be able to respect yourself if you go back to this girl after she left you? And furthermore, is she going to be able to respect you? Guys, in the vast majority of cases, you're better off just moving on with your life. The best form of revenge is just simply to move on and get better and to find somebody else who is better suited for you and who respects you and treats you well on an ongoing basis. Now, perhaps you were the one to screw up. Maybe you hurt her, or you weren't where you needed to be in your life at the time and she had justifiable reasons for leaving the relationship. If that's the case, then perhaps it is worthwhile to give this a shot. But oftentimes it's still better to find someone who doesn't have that history with you and doesn't have that past perception, because there is a chance she's always going to hold this against you. After you're done thinking about it, if you still want to give it a shot, here's what you do. Step one, you wait for her to contact you. That's the premise of this video. So if she hasn't contacted you, you're watching the wrong video. You need to do nothing, and you don't do anything until she has contacted you. So if she has contacted you, and this means by text, phone, direct message, etc., she's reached out with actual words. This is not, liking your posts, commenting on your posts. That doesn't count. It's actually a one-to-one message that she sent to you. What you're going to do is you're going to assume that that means that she wants to get together. And you're simply going to say, hey, it's great to hear from you. I'd love to get together. when's a good time for you? And that's it. You are not going to ask her how she's doing. You're not going to attempt to chat or catch up via text. You save all of that till when you're in person with her. If she says something like, great, I'm free Wednesday evening, you are going to invite her over to cook dinner at your place. Ask her to bring a bottle of wine, ask her to bring an appetizer or something like that. You're going to have her over. When you're in person with her, you're simply going to focus on having a good time. You're going to laugh, have fun, hook up with her, show her what a great lover you've become. You are not going to talk about your relationship in any serious way. You are not going to ask her to get back together. You are not going to try to talk about being committed or anything like that. That's going to be her idea. That's going to come in the future. You're going to be carefree and fun, and you're going to focus on having a good time and hooking up with her, and that's it. If this evening goes really well for you, following this, you're going to wait to hear from her again, and then you're going to follow this formula one more time. And following that, you can resume a more normal style of dating her. Now, if she tries to counter by asking you to meet her out, like for coffee or dinner or something like that, you're simply going to say, hey, look, I've been really busy lately and I'd rather just hang out at my place. Does that work for you? If she continues to resist, just say, okay, cool. Why don't you shoot me a note in a couple of weeks and we can try again. After you've done that, if she reaches out again, you can invite her to come over just like you did the previous time, and hopefully she does. If she doesn't, then you're going to stop inviting her to come over and you're just going to stop communicating with her. If you're new to my channel, this approach may seem rigid to you, and I want to explain why it's so important to do it exactly this way. It goes back to what I said about why women leave relationships. So women only leave relationships when they lose respect for you, because they lost attraction for you, because you stopped leading them. So when you are looking to resume a relationship with a girl that you previously dated, you need to establish up front that things are different now, that now you are in a leadership position and that your frame is much stronger than it was before. If you engage her in more of a weak, simpy way, then she's going to feel that immediately, and any attraction that she's been feeling towards you is going to vanish immediately. And finally, if she's contacting you, you invite her over and she's just not willing to do it, just end the conversation by saying, hey, it's been great to hear from you. Keep in touch. So in summary, guys, yes, it is possible to get your ex back by following the steps I've just outlined, but before you do it, I really encourage you to think about why you're doing it. What is it that you're hoping to achieve by getting a girl back, and really let it sink in that she left you and why she left you. And it could have been somewhat justifiable, but I want you to really think about what it feels like to know that a girl lost respect for you, lost attraction for you, and possibly had someone else on the side. And I guarantee you, she has been with other men since she last was with you. And that's something that's going to weigh on your mind as well. So take that all into consideration before you decide to execute this plan. Guys, I hope this helped. If you know someone else in this situation, go ahead and send them the video so that they can get help too. And it really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and watch the other videos so you can really learn how to master your own masculinity and be attractive to women. And if you'd like my help with this or any other situation, go ahead and book a coaching call with me. The link for that is in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.